G'day, mate, and welcome back to Ixion with me, Jetty. We had our first episode that was full of prologues and talking heads and backstory. Second episode is hopefully going to be a little bit more interesting, a little bit more action-packed. But yes, we can see that everything went to plan when we fired up the wonderful Vol engine. Excellent.
Running preliminary diagnostics.
Sure.
Several anomalies detected.
You don't say.
Multiple digital security breaches found within full jump routines.
Well, I wonder if that caused a problem.
Engine critically damaged.
You don't say so.
Integrity compromised.
Nah, I don't believe it.
Analysis confirms discrepancies between the mission clock and the apparent advanced state of the solar system.
That sounds like a big problem.
We are receiving no communication signals from Earth.
Oops.
Likelihood of ongoing survival stands at approximately 7.67%.
I don't think it's even that high.
Activating Marduk survival protocols.
Marduk is very important, obviously.
New mission objective established.
Excellent.
Ensure humanity's survival by finding a habitable exoplanet.
That sounds easy.
Urgent issues requiring immediate attention.
So maybe we should skip the dialogue.
Increase food production output.
No, I think that's okay.
Restore hull integrity.
That sounds important. Is that it? Okay. All right. Back into the ship we go. All right. So, as we can see, everything went to plan. Everything went fine. And we've blasted off to, well, our new zone. All right, first thing we need to do is check out the event. So, Administrator, we've noticed that the moon has broken apart. The crew are aware of this, and rumors are spreading throughout their station. We have to make an official statement. Well, it was not our fault, obviously. It's not humanity's fault. It was somebody else. I always found that through multiple stages of the world history and propaganda, it always works out better if you blame somebody else. So it's definitely somebody else's fault.
Leadership is falling.
I'll take it. Minus 5% trust. We're currently at, well, 50%. 52%. It's going up. It's fine. Okay. Crew are asking a lot of questions about the state of the Earth. Munchie behavioral algorithms predict a decreased productivity of 22%. If these questions go unanswered as administrator of the Tiqqun station, you should find some answers quickly. I'll add that to my list. Send an expedition to Earth. We'll do that right away. Okay. Ooh, so everything's gone bad. Perfect. The ship is mostly together. We do have a hull problem. It's falling apart at 28 per cycle, and the maximum hit points went from 1,000 down to 900 because 100 hull points we can't repair. It looks mostly okay. Okay, out to planetary view, we can see that many things are missing. We're going to send our gear ship straight across to Earth to go check it out. At the same time, I'm going to grab a probe, and we need to start launching probes. And there are many things that we can find, but hopefully I can find something that's going to give me science. Here somewhere. Come on, science, you can do it. Oh, that one. Okay, we're going to go there first. That seems logical. Alright, science ship at Earth. No signals are being received from Earth. The ocean seemed to have evaporated and the surface temperature has risen significantly since the Tiqqun was last in orbit. Atmospheric readings indicate the presence of strong dust storms and dangerously high levels of carbon dioxide, radiation, and microplastics. It's always the plastic. Blame the plastic. The blue planet will never again deserve its name. Well, if you cover it enough plastic, maybe it will. Maybe. Okay, we're going to investigate the headquarters, because obviously a multi-billion-dollar company, we're going to have some sort of backup plan, I hope. Meanwhile, we have no resources. I basically spent everything to get right here. We are going to start repairing the hull, but that requires 2 alloy for 29 hit points, and I don't have 2 alloy, so that's going to not happen. Research, we're ticking our way through cryogenics very slowly. We're going to add batteries to the next research afterwards, which probably won't help us until we get some science. Yes, the converter oil rig, which was Dolus used as state-of-art headquarters, is gone. Only a few metal scraps remain, scattered across the expanse of a dust-cracked Earth. There is no sign of survivors. It's not good. Not good. All right, we're going to investigate our home because, well, we're the administrator. We can. Yes, that's going to be our plan. We found a debris field. Excellent. All right, let's launch. I don't have another probe ready. We need to turn on auto probes. Auto probes, please. I can build 2 more. Well, this one plus another 2. All right, meanwhile, our ship is going to start bringing in more alloy. And the very first thing I want to do is I want to unlock the next sector. It's going to be very, very important we get that unlocked reasonably quickly. I might not be able to use it straight away, but I want to get it unlocked. I also want to turn that off. Okay. Science ship. Huge crevasse cuts through the ground where your home once stood. There's no trace of civilization. Okay, it's all going to plan. We did find 45 more science, plus 121 alloy and 9 microchips. Excellent. We might as well search the whole globe for survivors, because I've seen plenty of apocalypse movies and zombie movies and that sort of stuff. There's always some survivors somewhere. Yep. Yeah, it looks like there's a problem there. Also, looks like there's a problem there. Yeah, we didn't cause any of this. It was like this when we got here, right? Okay, probe. We're going to launch another probe for science. All right. Meanwhile, our little fleet is going to head back and forth collecting materials. It's prioritized for, you know, iron plus polymer, microchips, electronics, sorry, food, cryopods, and then people. Hopefully we find some people. We found an asteroid belt. That's good. That's good. New probe. Right there. And we're just going to keep probing until we find something probable. Yes, same time we're going to collect a whole bunch of research once this is done. And hopefully that's enough to get, well, our next couple of researches done. Flying search, we found nothing but rubble. We've seen no signs of life, not even a corpse. Not even a corpse, that's odd. The lunar chasm seems to have caused a series of events that predicted the collapse of the thermo-industrial civilization. The Earth's become toxic, an arid wasteland scored by harsh winds. Now more inhospitable than Mars. The only remains of the civilization found are a fallen steel where the city of Washington once stood. Stuck in a crevasse, it has been sheltered from the wind. A prayer imploring divine forgiveness was engraved in gold on its surface. Okie dokie. Alright, we're going to collect 125 science from there. At the same time, to safeguard humanity, we must find survivors and increase our station's population. We do not have time to go through classic reproduction cycle of your species. And new members to the Tiqqun's crew could have a positive impact on morale. Cyclonic cryonic status practice pioneered by Dolus was a growing use even before we left the solar system. There's a very high likelihood that cryopods containing survivors await discovery. Fine, we need to find 500 cryopods. We'll add that to our list. Also, exhibition of Earth. Where the crew found out. Thought having lost all loved ones left behind has destroyed morale for many of them. Symptoms of trauma have now been correlated under the medical designation Dead Earth Sickness. Stability -1 permanent. Awesome. Cool. It's all going to plan. Sector's almost unlocked. Cool. Alright, we're going to turn you back on and set you for alloy just to speed up transport. And we're going to grab the science. We can launch. This is our last probe. Although, actually, no, we found 119 polymers. So we should be good to keep launching. You're going to go there. That's iron. I want science. Science is what matters. We're going to send something there. Alright, okay, with that done, back in here, research-wise. So you're doing We have the cryogenic center. We're unlocking battery. We're going to add steel mill to the next research. And wrong button. And we've unlocked the next sector. So, a new sector has been successfully unlocked. This is a historic moment for Dolus, AEC, and the Tiqqun mission. Excellent. Trust bonus at 10%. Perfect. That should even things out a little bit. All right, what we need to do is we need to come over here and we need to set up a new sector. So we're going to go through roads first. Now, if you've already missed the video, I already covered a video on how to set up the first couple of sectors in a perfect way. Really tiny layouts, really with the plan and the hope of workshop first, with the plan and the hope of well, setting up the first sector to do food and the second sector to do, well, not food, everything else, mainly industrial. So that's what we're going to be doing with this sector. We'll be setting this one up as our industrial sector. This one's already very much set up as our food sector, and we're going to be starting off with, well, our workshop, our storage for alloy, +1 for food. We need to add in a few more things like the mess hall, which we're going to put here, and then the infirmary here, and then housing, 1, 2, 3 housing. I feel like I missed things. Go away. None of it started building yet. Okay, let's try that again. Mess hall. Down 3 tiles. Sure. Whatever. I'm going to set it all up. Not the insect farm. Population. Infirmary. No, I want these in the other order. Let's go the other order. I don't have the video in front of me. Yeah, I'll link it up at the top right hand corner. I do really recommend you check it out. We're basically going to be running exactly setting everything up exactly as I did in that video. That's going to be infirmary. Then we're going to go housing, 1, 2, 3, because I'm going to need 3 lots of housing to house the people we have currently. I also need to start collecting resources. Pledge to have 8 units of food stored in Sector 2 within 20 cycles. Happy to do, because we already have 11 here ready to go. Alright, with that done, we're going to add in our road. I need a quick road through there. I need a road into there. And into there. We're going to run a very long road all the way through to there. Small road there, small road there. A road here and here. Plus a road through to there. Sure. Plug that in, plug that in, plug that in. Plug that to there, that to there, and that to there, with that to there. And then we should be able to collect most of these resources and just get them moved out of the way. I do need to remove that bit of road. Cool. And also that bit of road. Alright, that's going to be our first sector up and running. We do need to add... Oh, we've done batteries.
Hull integrity below 50%.
That's not good. Okay, we're doing the steel mill. We're going to add the polymer refinery to our research. Pledge to have the hull above 75% within 30 cycles. I really hope we can get that done. I don't like my chances because I didn't turn that on earlier. Alright, we need to... Okay, no, stop. We need to go out to space. We need to get our spaceship up and running, get the gear over to... Let's go here and collect some food from the Ushabi. Yes, that's probably going to be the first thing we need to do. Also need to collect some of these. Alright. So we have our second sector started. At the moment, it's just going to be cleaning up stuff. As for the hull integrity, we have a problem. The problem being that it takes 36 damage every cycle. That being 20 from the actual vol jump, plus another 16 from having 2 sectors open. Because the hull is very damaged, we have a higher efficiency from the airlocks. It's easier for them to do repairs because it's very damaged. It sort of helps you out a little bit. At the same time, we have optimal working conditions here, so we're doing repairs a little bit faster, which is definitely a bonus. The other thing we need to do is I need to delete that bit of road, and I want to put in, now we've unlocked it, population, a cryogenic center here, and also one here, which costs microchips, which we don't have a lot of. But I need 2 cryogenic centers so we can start unfreezing the people. Yep, Usabi. Okay, gather remaining resources from the Usabi. That sounds like a great idea. We'll see what it's got left. All right, back over to here. We can start gathering all of these. Yep, no particular order. One thing we will need to do, and it comes back to that hull integrity, is I need an EVA airlock in this sector. Right about here. Which could be awkward, because I need to actually have workers in here, and we have worker population. We have 19 workers required for the sector. I have 40. This needs another 9. No, we should be able to run that, hopefully. But yes, we need to get this up and built so we can start doing repairs in both sectors. That'll definitely help things out. You're being built. We're going to turn you off for that, and you can store frozen people instead. And I need to run that road there instead, just to make a faster transport across the sector. Okay, back out to space view. All right, space view. Ship is full of food. Hope the expiry date hasn't passed. Everything's ready for extraction. Perfect. All right, we're going to send you on to, well, Venus is right here, so I guess we're going to go to Venus. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep probing it up. Mercury? Mercury. Cool. Alright, we're going to find a Mercury. We have a debris field, we have a Mars, and then we have, well, who knows what else. We haven't even got anywhere near mining yet. That's a later problem after we get a few more things up and running. I need that emptied, and I need that emptied. And we need to have gears start on Venus. So, probe data revealed mining in an industrial infrastructure below the surface of Venus. According to reports of the exploration stream, subterranean site colonists of mining infrastructure and large assembly line. Many embalmed bodies were found in the area. The lamp seems to be originally used to fabricate solar cells. Tiqqun engineers suggest that with minor repairs it could be restarted. It cost us 10 alloy, and we can start getting the assembly line up and running. I like that idea. Alloy is one thing we have a lot of, whereas electronics and polymer we don't. So we're going to start that. We're going to send Santa Slay across to help out. All right. With that done, we're going to come back in here. That's been collected. That's been collected. We're going to hook this bit of road into here, and I'm going to delete that, and that. Also, all of that and that, because I don't need any of that stuff. Alright, these are going to get built. We need to keep collecting resources so we get it out of the way. And we're going to run out of resources in this sector. I'm willing to bet fairly quickly. Alright, steel mill technology has been unlocked, which means we're going to go in here and we're going to add... We're already doing the polymer refinery. We're going to add the electronics factory directly afterwards. We have resources still to make more pollen to make more probes, so we need to keep probing. Everybody enjoys a good probing, so that's going to be our plan. Science. It's iron. I really care about science first. We can't process raw iron ore, so finding it is pretty useless. Follow the orbit. Oh, there we go. There's a orbit. Okay, we found Mercury. So we can swing past Mercury, pick up this. We can go check out debris field, an asteroid belt, Mars. There's plenty of other things we can go check out and explore. All right, back into here. We're collecting resources slowly. And can I remove that little bit of road right there? Collecting resources slowly, and also, well, yeah, basically getting things out of the way. I want you to be high priority, actually. Alright, what do we say? Hull integrity to 675 in 22 cycles. Maybe? As it gets more repaired, that efficiency goes down. That's what I'm worried about. I also need to set up food. Can I get food to be moved from Sector 1? I want to keep 20 in stock to Sector 2. Food, potentially all of it. Yeah. Potentially all of it. Alloy, well, there's no alloy currently, which is problematic. 241 to collect. Well, Santa, slay harder. Oh, you're over here picking up food. Okay, I really actually prefer you to pick up the alloy, but sure. Sure, grab the last of the food first. Alright, this is mostly cleared up. It has had enough resources to build everything. New point of interest. Probe has found Neptune. Okay. No, this way around the orbit. No. Oh, there it is. Okay. New one found. Alright, 2 cycles. Venus. So, similarly repaired. Machines belong to the UN, clearly more advanced than our systems. They're fully on one out. Team is able to use them to prepare a number of resources for extraction. During the repair process, engineers discovered an inscription written by Olix. He speaks of his time as administrator of Neptune's Hyperlux station, Taki, and expressed regret over the fate of the station's residents. He used the line to repair elements of his ship so he could reach the headquarters of the Black Market Society. Ooh. Alright, we're going to grab the science from there before we move on to Mercury. Back into here. We can remove this. And I actually want to put in a docking bay right here. I want a docking bay in this sector. I also want to remove all these roads that we don't need. There's a lot of things I need to set up in this sector, and most of them don't require these random roads thrown in. Most of them. Not all of them, but most of them. Okay, with that done, we have this sector at least started. I don't have enough people to run the docking bay for the moment, so we're just going to get it built. And that should be us up and running. Now, food we should be fine on. We're even on food, minus whatever cryopods that we defrost, and we need to find more of those. We have finished polymer. We're doing electronics, and we're going to add memorials as our next research. And gear is done. We're going to head across to Mercury, then debris fields, and so on and so forth. Probe time. Nothing. Oh, there we go. There's a prize. Alright, we're going to go find, what would that be? Jupiter. Alright. And yes, we're going to go and pick up the science from here. Whilst we wait for that, so I have 5 microchips here that I can't unlock yet because I've got nowhere to put them. And, well, we're out of alloy again. Okay, do I have alloy out in the world map? I have 241. Alright, which means I need alloy in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Sector 1, I want to have a minimum of 20, and Sector 2, I want to have a minimum of 100. Because this one imports, this one does not. At the same time, we need to wake up as many sleepy people as possible. We have 20 spare workers in theory that I could move across to here. You require resources, as in nothing? You just need somebody to come sneeze at you? Hello? Construction drone. Oh, there he is. He's coming across now. Alright. In theory... Well, I definitely don't want it powered, but I do want it built. Okay, we're going to get this built, leave it unpowered, because I need to put ships in it. But I can't put ships in it until we get a few more things up and running. Okay. Gear selected all sites from Mercury. We're going to go on to the debris field then. I guess the debris field's as good a place as any to stop. We found Jupiter. Nope, wrong button. That button. Can we... So it has to be this ring now. There we go. Alright, send out more probes. So we have, and it's easiest to look in here, so I have just alloy currently. Obviously we don't have a mining ship running. I haven't gone and found any mining resources yet, so it's pointless getting mining ships up and running. at the moment we just need more people. Debris fields. Okay. Transmission from XLU, probe data analysis. We've verified the data several times to confirm the existence of a vast debris field covering an area of several thousand kilometers. At the center of the field is a colossal artificial station, which, even as ruined state, makes the Tiqqun look like an insect. No signals have been detected. We've identified 3 areas for investigation. The core of the structure, a secondary structure, looks like the remains of a destroyed loading dock, and a particularly dense area of the debris field close to the other 2 sites. We recommend the utmost caution taken when approaching these areas. The floating debris could make navigation difficult and interfere with communications. Well, I guess we're going to start with at the top. We're just going to start investigating the core. Hope for science, because science helps us out. And leave you doing that for the next 3 cycles. Alright, back inside the ship. With that done and that done, I just need population to run this. And I need polymer, which we have. And then we can start mining. I can't process anything yet. Okay, so what we need is we need people. People is going to be our next shortfall. So I have 161 workers needed, and I have 165. So I have 5 free workers in Sector 1. Sector 2, I have, well, 7 free workers. So it gives me a grand total of about 12 free workers, which means I need, in this sector, I need one of these to bring in iron ore. Hello? Can't select it? Okay. I also need this running, which takes 12 workers by itself. Then we need to get into the heavier things like a steel mill, which requires 30 workers. So I need these 2 cryopods to unfreeze people as fast as possible, which means I need more cryopods to find so I can unfreeze the people. Yup. Alright, so we need to find frozen people. That's really what we're down to. Probe. Okay, actually, let's start as close to me as possible. Let's find some iron, because we're going to need some iron very quickly. And then we will start looking at, well, some of the other resources, I guess. Okay, so that's 500 iron ore, which is going to be handy. Debris field. 25 frozen people and 10 science. Human structures surrounded by arches have detached from their central axis. These arches show extreme signs of deterioration. The structure is covered in traces of explosive residue, collision impacts, and scarring from unknown weaponry. After exploring a few areas of structure that remain accessible, the team and the gear spotted several salvageable resources near a ruined assembly line. Further analysis is possible, but it'll take time. Well, let's throw some time at it. Investigate the ruined assembly area, please. Science is something, at least, along with 25 frozen people. 25 frozen people we will have picked up straight away and get them back here and unfrozen. We need that running so we can hopefully get this running. Oh, it's waste, that's why. So I need to use it to iron ore. Yup. Okay. Factories, steel mill. It's going to use just about every resource I have, but let's build it anyway. So we're going to put in a steel mill right here. Now, I cannot actually run this currently, and actually I'm probably going to have to turn that off so I can turn that on so I can collect those so I can get routed into there, and then I can ship microchips out of this sector back into this sector. Okay. We're going to have a problem. It's going to be a lack of resources problem. That's definitely the case. Well, technically, we're still shipping stuff in here because we have stuff out in space. But I need to get this running. Oh. Also going to need to have a mining ship. Can I get a mining ship done, please? All right, we're going to turn you off. We're going to come into section number 1, and I want to move workers from section 1 to section 2. So I want to say only workers. I want to hit the plus, double plus for 2 lots, being 10, from sector 1 to sector 2, and that should give me, well, 10 workers plus the 2 I have free. There are already 12 total, and this will have 163 workers still, which means that I should be able to turn this on at least. Can I remove that? And resources wise, sector 2 electronics minimum, sector 1 electronics maximum, which should ship my electronics out of here and back over here. Yeah, okay, and that's them gone. All right, we're gonna also need We're going to try and do it without a stockpile. Alright, my plan is a simple one, hopefully. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to have the cargo ship dock, which means I can't kick it out just yet. Okay, we're going to unassign Santa's sleigh from here, and instead I'm going to assign Santa's sleigh here instead. I also want to build another one, so we're going to set up for another one. Let's undo that and do that instead. And you are now have a free slot, which we're going to set up for another mining ship. Okay, you can start mining things. At least then it's mined. Actually, we probably cancel. We'll come back to that. Okay, you need to have polymer to get this done, so we're going to turn on polymer for sector 2, 5, polymer for sector 1, 0. That just means we're going to ship in 5 here, which will instantly disappear in this building and get used. Meanwhile, I still need alloy from sector 1, which we're going to set to 0. And it all shipped over here. I need to get this done. I need this done so we can actually start, actually processing some of the iron ore we're going to start bringing back. All right, where were we? Gear. Gear is over here at the debris field. 13 polymer and 250 frozen popsicles. Perfect. We're going to now gear same, prior instruction, finding uniforms, equipment bearing insignia of different organizations. Because the facility was property of the UN, strangely a number of embalmed bodies were found in a secluded area. The team was unable to determine the cause or outcome of the conflict, but have managed to recover further resources. These have been packaged for extraction. Okay, we're going to investigate the ruined land loading dock as well. All right, with that done, ship-wise, so we have our main ship, our Santa sleigh, is set for alloy plus also polymer plus also electronics, food, popsicles, and people. We've set up our mining ship for, prioritize iron and then everything else, because we haven't set in that many probes out for anything else yet, because can't process anything else yet. But hopefully this should give us a second ship. Do I get a third? Do we just go all in and get 3 and be done with it? Not yet. Okay. I need to have alloy, which means we're going to come in here, and I'm going to click on each one of these once, because we have high priority, medium priority, and low priority. So this is our high priority. I want to bring back all the alloy as quickly as possible, which is going to now ship into this sector, because Santa sleigh now comes in over here. All right, at the same time, we have a miller's bar, which we're going to set you up very much the same. Double click. I'm going to leave that on top priority and that on top priority as well. Yeah, okay. I need this built. Till this is built, we're sort of boned. All right, back to here, crew-wise. I have at least 10 I can ship over, so we're going to go for only workers. Sorry, 10 from there to there, because currently I'm 1 short. That's not going to really help, because this is going to need 30, and that's a problem. Okay, back out to here. Where are we? We're about to finish this. Okay. Frozen human remains constitute majority of the debris surrounding the loading dock. Evans supports the area experienced depressurization after a structural breach. Dock itself has been looted and partially dismantled. Several cans have been left behind, arranged in helical shapes, and erected using makeshift materials. The team did find a few resources and have prepared them for extraction. So 1 more microchip and 10 science. Love me some science. We're going to survey the dense area debris. All right, back into here again. Oh, actually no. Back into probe land. Can I throw out another probe? It's ice. Okay, that's very rich iron. We'll send you off that way. Alright, I need you done. You should bring enough materials. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have enough workers to run this properly. Okay, can I ship from Sector 1 to Sector 2? Only workers 5.
Population transfer complete.
Cool. Yeah, alright. That's just enough that we should hopefully be able to just get this running. Alright, next thing we need to do is Sector 1, minimum of 20, Sector 2, max. So now we're going to start shipping alloy from Sector 1 into Sector 2. Also, I need to make sure that our ships are now going to start picking up iron ore so we can start smelting it. That's going to be very, very important because this is about to be up and running. Alright. With that done, you're collecting that.
Population transfer complete.
I don't have any popsicles. Okay, I need popsicles. So we're going to set this to a lower priority. So Mr. and Burr can go collect our popsicles. At the same time, I think we're going to risk it and we're going to go for 3 cargo ships. Also, I think we're going to risk it and we're going to go for 2 mining ships. If we just have multiple ships, it just speeds up everything. Everything is just a little bit more automated. A little bit less we have to worry about things. Okay, Sector 2, housing, homeless. Yeah, I should probably do something about that. Population, housing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go out to here. You've still got 2.4 cycles. Launch a probe. What do we find locally? That'll do. Alright, and mining fleet. I'm gonna actually prioritize the non-iron. Why? Because there's just not that much of it. So they should get this done fairly quickly and then be able to go back to... actually, we're not going to use those. So we should be able to mine these fairly quickly and then go back to grabbing iron. As for brand new ship, we're going to go with... Let's go with the raw resources as the priority. We will do all of these as secondary. But definitely need to get we need to get processing materials.
Administrator, we are picking up a Dolos emergency frequency broadcasting from the facility Outer Hope.
Okay.
Dolos protocol dictates that in the event of a major systems failure, administrators must contact the nearest Dolos site immediately. Outer Hope Station is likely to have both the materials and expertise required to repair the damage that the Vol engine has sustained.
Okay, sure. I'll add that to my list. All right, debris field. 33 more alloy, 25 more popsicles, along with 10 science. Wrecks of shuttles float everywhere. Must belong to the UN, although there are some bearing the acronyms BMS. Despite many hazards and potential psychological impacts from presence of human corpses, Gears team was able to locate some salvageable resources. Perfect. We're going to leave the debris field now. All right, we got 10 science to pick up. And then I think we're going to pop across to Mars because it's close. Seems reasonable to me. Mars. All right. Back into here. Okay, we're going to turn you on because I have iron ore right here. I don't need polymer here anymore. So we're going to come in here and we're going to set polymer to 0. I'm going to set polymer in sector 1 to max to hopefully ship that back into this sector. All right, next thing we're going to need to do is... I have factories, but we're not going to do factories just yet. I need another stockpile. At least 1 to start with. We're going to turn that off from there. We're going to store in iron ore so it can be transferred. And we're going to store popsicles so we can unload the popsicles and then ship the popsicles over to this sector because I can't defrost popsicles in this sector. Okay, so iron ore goes to here, then goes into there, and that should be fine. Back into this sector, we're going to look at population again. I have 1 person free, and we are short a lot of people in that sector. Awesome. What we're going to do then is we're going to turn off... Okay, now I'm going to turn that off. And place repair the stockpile. Small within 10 cycles to keep it running for 2 cycles. Sure. Accidents. Oh, accidents. So many accidents.
A sector is being overworked.
Okay. So this sector is being overworked, which is not good.
A
Really
science
not good.
ship has arrived at its destination.
Nothing I can do about it. Launch probe. Right there, it turns out. Okay, science ship is at Mars. What does Mars have? Old disguised complex name. Richest facility has been located on the surface of Mars. Almost covered in Martian sand. Existing codes can be used to interact with the complex of systems. Caution is advised as the way the sand may exceed the structure's load-bearing capacity. Okay, well, we're going to use our command codes to get access at least. Alright, debris fields are still being cleaned up. We need to make sure cryopods are being loaded here and then being shipped over here. They are. They're also being unfrozen, hopefully. No, cryopods, minimum 0. Sector 1, cryopods, maximum 100. Right, perfect. We can now ship cryopods into here, which are then going to go to places and be defrosted. Alright, we have a work problem. Yes, okay. In this sector, do I have... No, I don't have any more defrosted. Right, back to Mars. What does Mars have to offer? Briefly reactivated the base defense systems due to the facility's state. They fortunately overloaded and now offline. The team of the gear did not suffer any losses. Perfect. So we have investigate storage area, inspect study center, perform a full sweep of the facility, or prepare the site for resource extraction. It's going to take the longest, but it has the highest level of safety whilst the team extracts resources. I think we're going to go for that. I don't particularly want to lose people at this stage because we're poor. We're poor in resources, we're poor in people, and we're poor in iron. And where's that iron? There we go. Grab that iron. All right. Fleet-wise, so we're grabbing people, we're grabbing, well, final resources, we're also grabbing iron, or we're going to crank that up to max-ish. Yup. Drop those down, maybe.
A probe has completed its scan.
Out of hope. Okay, cool. We've got a new target, and... in here. Alright, so people are still my issue. I have 10 and you need like 13, but 10 is a start. So we're going to ship only workers from sector 1 to sector 2. I'm going to ship across 10 to start with. At least that gets the numbers a little bit closer. Don't forget, we've had to turn off the EVA bay, so technically the hull's going down. Oh my god. Okay, and research. We're working our way through memorials. We're then going to add that to the queue because it's next. Alright, science. Okay, I preserve some basic full store resources have been contained and prepared for extraction. So 17 polymer and 25 more popsicles. Asteroid belt? Sure. Asteroid belt, Uranus, out of hope. Sure, that's roughly the plan. Okay, back to this. I just need people defrosted faster. I also probably need to do something about food. How is food? Food's at minus 2.2, which means of the people I'm defrosting, I'm going to need to spend some of them in this sector making more food. So, food production, getting an intersect farm, we're going to go with 1, 2, which should bring us from minus 2.2 up to minus 0.2. It's an improvement. It's not perfect. It's an improvement. And back over here, so polymer microchips you can't export because you don't have anywhere to store them locally. It's a problem. It's a problem we'll have to get to. Asteroid belts. Yes, and you guys are harvesting. Okay, can I grab another probe? Launch probe. So silicon for a blip. Iron. No, that's it now. There. Alright, we're gonna go and... I just need to launch probes. I need to get, well, explore, find all the different bits of resources we possibly can. Asteroid belt. Okay, detected signal broadcasting dollar frequency originates from a mining extraction station named the Stanford Facility. We theorize that Stanford Facility may contain many materials useful to the Tiqqun and its crew. However, in order to recover them, we need to dismantle elements of the structure to gain access. The control center has been identified but sealed off by a shutter with a UN emblem stenciled over it. A message has been written beneath the emblem in an unknown language. Got no idea what it says, but it's accompanied by a helical-shaped symbol. That says the enemy of mankind. It says we need to dismantle the facility. So I'm just going to go with the advice given, and we're just going to dismantle the facility. Yeah. Because I also need to keep an eye on power. We're down to 44, which means we might need more solar panels, which means I might need to spend more resources. All right. With that done, and crew-wise... So I have 5 at least. Well, 5 should fix things. So we're going to go only workers, 5 from Sector 1 into Sector 2. Start migration, and that means that's perfect. And that'll have a, what? One crew member spare. Perfect. Alright. I need a second steel mill. As you can see, I have a lot of iron ore, but I have 23 alloy there and 98 here. So I have some, but not a lot. We also have 0 food. Why do we have 0 food? Because I didn't keep enough of it. Cool. We're going to then go to Sector 2. I'm going to set that to 20. And that should ship some of the food from that sector back. Also means insect farms. 1, 2, what does this say? Yeah, minus 1.6. As we unfreeze people, we need to stay ahead of that curve. Okay. Alright. This one has extra hours. What? Wrong one. Crew management. You have 181 out of 171. You have 77 out of 76. Okay. If I transfer only workers from Sector 1 to Sector 2, optimal extra hours. Okay, sure. Sector 1, we have homeless. I don't have a solution for that. Yeah, I don't have a solution for you being homeless. Population.
An accident has occurred in the Tiqqun.
Of course it has. I can put one there. There you go. That's my solution. All right. Accident was... Oh, that looks good. Perfect. All right. More downtime. More downtime to cap back on our lack of material. All right. Science. So we've got some food, some popsicles, and more science. All right. With that done, I think...
Population transfer complete.
I think rather than dragging this episode out further and further and further, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here. We have our little ship. We have popsicles. We have, well, 1, 2, 3 points of interest still to go in this sector, which means we definitely have things still to do. We have some raw resources I need to pick up. Also, well, I don't really need silicon yet because we don't have any way to process it. So I don't need that yet. We do have a decent amount of iron ore, iron that we can process. But realistically, I need more population. So it just means I need to get the popsicles in here and defrosted. Which, because I keep running the clock and trying to get things done, we're not slowing down and watching the daisies grow and doing exactly that. So I think what I'm going to do is going to end this episode right here. We're going to come back in the next episode where hopefully I've bumped up the population just high enough that we can have, me clicking the wrong button, we can have enough workers in the first sector that we should be able to man everything. Also, hopefully equal on food again. Yep, that's probably going to be important. And also, at least enough in here that I can put straight in a second steel mill, because that's what we need to do next. We need to put in a second steel mill. I don't really have a choice. I need it done. Yeah, there's no point putting in now because it stops resources coming over here. So yeah, I need to put in a second steel mill. So I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to thank you guys so much for watching. I am going to remind you that this is the second episode. This is sort of going to be the pace of the videos from now on. This is sort of on the heels of the first episode because that was full of just so much prologue. This has way less in it, but we should have the other half of, well, this episode with the rest of the sector in the not too distant future. I do remind you guys, as always, click the like button if you would not mind. At the same time, hit subscribe if you haven't already. Lastly, I will remind you, and I'll link it up in the top right hand corner, also probably be down in the pinned comment below, that we're setting up this sector as an industrial sector. I have already done a standalone dedicated video on exactly how I place everything in this sector for industrial purposes, and well, that's pretty much what we're going to be building right about now. I just need time to up the population and get it done. So with all that said, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the very next video. All right, bye.